All right, boys. If you catch yourself falling off and you catch yourself kind of losing momentum, maybe you had a long night last night, you went out drinking, you went out partying, and you're trying to get back on track, I'm going to break down this video step by step, what I like to do personally to save the day, as I like to call it. So, quick little background information about who I am for those that don't know. Basically, I'm a fitness coach, self-improvement coach for men, and I'm very locked in with my routine. You know, I wake up 5:30 every morning. I have my morning routine. I go to sleep like 9:30 every night. I eat clean. All these things like you can see about me on my Instagram. But last night, I had some family over. We were celebrating a holiday, right? And they were over until like 1 a.m. So we had like this huge feast, and I was eating up until 1 a.m. with my family. You know, I always preach that you should live like a 90-10 lifestyle. You know, if your friends are here, if your family is here, and you want to enjoy yourself, you want to spend that time with them, it's okay, right? But you need to know how to actually get yourself back on track the next day. Because I went to sleep with a full stomach. I had like 3-course meal, I had dessert, I had alcohol last night with my family, and I woke up this morning, man. I woke up 5:30, usual time, and I had like 4 hours of sleep, right? Now, when I woke up today, it felt like the world was literally ending. I was like, okay, I have to bust down 50 push-ups. That's what I do first thing in the morning. So I did my 50 push-ups, and I started to get into my routine, right? I did my meditation, and as I was doing my meditation, I fell asleep. I fell asleep and I woke back up around 9 a.m. So I was like, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, most of my day is gone. Like, I hate not staying true to my word. That really, like, it doesn't feel good for me, right? So I was like, damn, I just wasted so much time sleeping. I could have done my whole morning routine. And a large part of me really just wanted to scratch off the day, kick my feet up, watch Netflix, order Uber Eats, and just like take this day to relax. But I'm very capable of doing that, and I know a lot of you guys are too. You have maybe one crazy night, right? Maybe one day you go out, maybe you enjoy yourself, right? And then the next day, you're in a much more vulnerable spot to mess up again, right? And that's exactly how you lose momentum, right? Because if you go out one night, cool. But if you spend the next day not staying true to your non-negotiables, not staying true to your routine, and then that's when you can go down the slippery slope of getting back into the hole, right? Getting back into the degeneracy, back into the drinking, back into the binge eating, all of that. So this is what I did today to save the day. And it's about 6 p.m. as I'm recording this, but this is what I did step by step to save the day and to make sure I had a productive day today. And I'm feeling great, right? I'm so glad that I was able to stay on routine, and I want to share this with you guys too. So the first thing that you must do to save the day is, even if you woke up late, right? Even if you had to sleep in, as soon as you wake up, you want to do a morning routine, right? So for me, what my morning routine is I wake up, I do 50 push-ups right off the bat. I drink 32 ounces of sea salt water with lemon, right? Have that right away. That wakes me up, right? It gets rid of that brain fog, and it kickstarts my metabolism, okay? Next is I pray, right? I align myself with God, I align myself with my faith. And then after that, I would journal all of the thoughts that are racing in my mind. A lot of times we wake up with all these negative thoughts. We just have so much unnecessary things on our mind. And it's like, you won't be able to function properly unless you get those thoughts out somehow, right? So I like to take out my journal. I write down everything, like everything that's in my mind, I just write it down, get it off the mind, put it on paper, and then finish it up with a cold shower, right? That cold shower in the morning, especially when it's early in the morning, that's like the last thing you want to do. Like, yeah, you know, cold showers has its physical benefits. It's good for fat loss. It's good for dopamine. But the main reason why I like to do it is because no one's really trying to do a cold shower first thing in the morning, right? when you just want to get back in bed, when your bed sheets are warm, and you just want to cuddle inside bed, you want to kick your feet up, no one's thinking about doing a cold shower. And that's exactly why I do it, right? So cold shower wakes you up and it sets the tone for the rest of the day. Like, okay, you're gonna do whatever you have to do for the rest of the day. There are no excuses. You already conquered the cold shower. You already conquered your morning routine, right? Next, after you got your morning routine done, is you want to hit the gym, but you want to hit the gym fasted, right? Especially if you had a large meal last night, like I did. Like I had who knows how many calories last night. If you had a big meal, right, or you went out drinking, whatever you did, I strongly recommend you to fast in the morning and hit a workout fasted, right? When you hit that workout fasted, your mind is gonna be clear. You're gonna give your body time to digest all that food that you had. And you're really gonna be like, you should feel a little hungry during your workout. You should feel like you're really pushing yourself, right? Because as soon as you eat, that's when your body kind of goes into relax mode. It uses a lot of energy to digest the food, and you don't want that, right? You need to make sure that you're as clear-minded as possible, because on these days where you feel like just relaxing, the brain fog is crazy, right? You just feel like doing nothing, right? All of a sudden, all motivation is out the window, right? But you gotta ease your way into it. So you're gonna hit the gym and you're gonna push yourself. I'm talking about push yourself. Like today, I did legs. I was supposed to do legs today, but when I woke up today, after last night, after drinking, after eating, I was like, shit. I really I don't think I'm only on 4 hours of sleep. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit this workout, right? I was so close from just putting off the workout for tomorrow. And guys, I've been in the gym for damn near 10 years, right? I have a great physique, I'm disciplined, all of that. And even I'm susceptible to this shit, right? Even I still have those days where I really want to skip that workout. Like I have that dark side of me that's just like, yo, just take it easy today. You can do the workout tomorrow. You can do the workout tomorrow. Now, can I do the workout tomorrow? Yeah, of course I can. But it's about the principle. It's about the fact that I was supposed to work out today, and I'm not gonna let my mind, just because I did something last night, I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing what I have to do today, right? And a lot of you guys, you let your mistakes of yesterday affect the successes of today. You know what I'm saying? So hit that gym, hit it fasted, right? Now you hit that gym, you push yourself, you hit legs. I would recommend do legs because legs is usually the hardest for most people to work out. Push heavy on the squats, right? Push heavy on the hack squats. Really push yourself, go to failure, right? Mental and physical failure. Now, bro, I got out the gym. I was feeling like I'm on cloud nine, right? I'm fasted. I hit my workout. I did my morning routine. I'm back in that groove, right? Now, for me, I had a few other things on my list. For my business, I have to do 15 to 20 stories on my Instagram, and most of them are like face to cam videos, right? And when I woke up today feeling like shit, I did not want to get in front of a camera. Guys, like, I'm sure you could tell, but I'm not one for the camera. I like to be on my own a lot of times, but I know that I have to get on camera, right? I have to put out value for my audience. I know I have to show up for my clients. I know I have to show up for my audience. So even though I didn't want to get on camera, I made sure that was one of the first things I did, right? So for you, if you're a content creator, if you're a coach or whatever you do, if making Instagram stories is part of your routine, do that, right? Whatever one of your main needle movement tasks is to push your career forward, to push your business forward, you want to get that done. So for me, it was 15 to 20 stories. I'm already way past that right now, right? So I got the stories done. And one of the last things on my list was to make a YouTube video. I wasn't supposed to make one today, but I know that if I make a YouTube video today, on the day where I literally didn't want to get in front of a camera, I just wanted to sleep in all day, I wanted to eat junk food, I wanted to, you know, just relax. If I can do it today, then I can do it on any other day. So that's why That's what I'm doing right now, right? But just figure out what are the main needle moving tasks that you have to do on your day to day to push you closer to your goals, right? So if you have a fitness goal, maybe to run a certain amount of distance, work towards that goal, right? Do something to improve your cardio, right? If you have a goal of, reading maybe 20 books this year, read some pages out of your book, right? If you haven't got a book yet, go to the bookstore, get that book, get it started, right? Get it started. You know what I'm saying? We only have a few months of the year left, right? It's like September 24 as I'm making this video, and we really don't have much time yet. 2026 is already here. So all those goals that you had for 2025, all those goals that you have for 2026, start making the steps forward right now, right? And last but certainly not least is you want to make sure every single one of your meals today is going to be clean, right? Only whole foods, okay? No processed stuff, whole foods. I broke my fast with 7 pasture-raised eggs, some organic avocado, organic raspberries, organic blueberries, and organic blackberries, and some spring water, right? This way, I'm still fueling my body, right? I need the nutrients to perform well. I need the nutrients to recover after my workout, right? But I'm doing it in the proper way. You understand? Because a lot of times, if you break your fast, you could break your fast with a cheeseburger with some McDonald's, and it's gonna make you feel like shit again, right? It's gonna give you brain fog, it's gonna kill your energy, and you're not gonna wanna do anything else, right? Guys, I literally would not have came outside of my house to make this video for you guys if I had some fast food, if I had some Chipotle even after the gym, right? If I didn't break my fast the way I broke my fast, none of this would be possible, best believe, right? So make sure all your food for today is clean. No juices, no artificial juices, no soda, none of that shit, right? Only clean whole foods, okay? This way, you just check off everything off your list, right? And you just save the day. You just told yourself that even if you have a little slip up, you get right back. You're the type of person that gets right back on mission. You understand? Most people in your position, they would go out drinking, and then the next day they would sleep in, break their fast with a deli sandwich, right? Skip the gym, skip their workout, skip the work that they have to do, right? Maybe even call out of work. And then it snowballs. It's a very bad snowball effect. And that's how a lot of people lose their progress, lose their momentum, lose their motivation, and then they just fall into a slump. And that's exactly what I used to do a few years back. Exactly everything I just listed out, that entire process, I used to do that years back. Go out drinking, next day, call out of work, get a deli sandwich, all of that, right? So just a quick one for you boys today. But I really hope that if you're watching this and you were in a very similar position that I was in just earlier today, you can watch this video, you got some value out of it, and you can save your day, right? If you did, right, tag me in your stories on Instagram. My Instagram is at OVO Maxim. It's gonna be in the link in the description. Tag me in your stories of you saving the day, you hitting the gym, you eating clean, all of that. I would love to see it. But I'll see you boys in the next one. Stay on task, stay on mission, stay dangerous.